April is the fourth month of our calendar year, and the numeric energy is much more powerful because we are in a universal number 9 year. March 2025 set the tone for the high energy that is now being filtered into this month. And if we aligned with all of the cosmic opportunities brought forward from the lunar and solar eclipses, along with the equinox, and of course, the numeric energy of 333, we will feel refreshed around the sweet calmness happening in April. Hello and welcome. I'm Sara Bachmeier with Egyptian Numerology. I wrote and published 2 books that help orientate a relationship with Egyptian numerology. And the first book is Egyptian Numerology: Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, and its sequel, The Path of a Wounded Healer: Liberation is for the Asking. Climbing the numeric ladder through our calendar year finds the number 4 representing the sacred order of our universe. The universe is supported by natural laws in the form of divine order and timing. And these natural laws are the glue that holds everything together. The physical energy of the number 4 is about balance, strength, grounding, organizing, spring cleaning, stability, intuition, perseverance, foresight, creativity, and it even points to the importance of seeking answers within the family origin. We use the number 4 to express the cycles of nature, including the 4 seasons, our 4 elements, the 4 directions, the main 4 intuitive abilities. We have 4 times of the day, 4 major minerals, and 4 major archangels. 4 is such an important number in our collective mythology and belief. Throughout the ages, people around the world, across cultures and religions, have sensed the link between the number 4 and the concept of foundation, stability, and structure. Religious and spiritual indications can be found in, as example, the 4 noble truths of Buddhism, the 4 Purushartha, which is the universal goals of Hinduism, the 4 expressions of redemption of Judaism, the 4 Gospels of Christianity, the 4 holy books of Islam, and the 4 guardians of Taoism. And if I kept searching, I'm sure I could have found more. Last month's cosmic events created a significant amount of changes to occur in our lives. And as a result, we may find ourselves having to rebuild a new solid foundation in the areas of our lives that need to be reestablished. And the 4 main areas of life that have been affected include our health, finances, relationships, and spirituality. The good news is that the number 4 carries the healing properties from the heart and uses the natural elements to build a better world. It anchors and balances a deeper meaning to our lives and holds an inner intelligence of active ingredients that holds all of life in balance. It is through the opening of the heart, our 4th chakra, that we are freed from the limitations of our mind. We intuitively know that the answers that we seek can be found within the pulse and rhythm of our beating hearts. The number 4 uses a systematic approach to thinking and experiencing life. It uses a rhythmic formula that grounds us, that helps us to stay grounded. The spiritual and 5th dimensional aspects of the number 4 can be found in our nature's elements. Let me tell you a little bit about the sacred order of the universe. When you hear the words sacred order of the universe, what comes to your mind? Is it the concept of time, synchronized planned events, or synchronicity, the seasons, the planets, days of the week, or maybe all the above? I'm going to throw in a fifth dimensional concept around our planetary four elements and their counterparts. Nature's spirit guides are the creators of universal sacred order assigned by Source. They are behind the creation and the function of our planetary elements and are bound, govern, and follow the natural laws found in life. The universe has its own form of consciousness, its own living properties held within the four elements, which is air, water, fire, and earth. And we can find these products of elemental balance in our body and really in all of life. For several years, I've been aware of the elemental kingdom. Each planetary element has its own spirit guardian. And when you align with your higher self, your connection to all of life becomes apparent. You are no longer a separate entity from nature and the angels. Your world is no longer limited to your five senses. We exist in a living, breathing, and fascinating universe, and there is life and energy and a sacred order in everything around us. There is a realm of life evolving side by side with human development. They have bodies of lighter substances, which are often invisible to our dense senses and perceptions, but they embody the creative intellect and the transmutation of energy in our universe. They are the elemental kingdom. And much of the good that we know in this world is the result of their work, whether it is in the beauty of nature, creative inspiration, dreams, insights, or the wonder that we refer to as miracles. When we open our awareness to life that exists on all levels, we are drawn into contact with the more ethereal realms of life. As we begin our quest for contact with the spirit realm, we follow in the footsteps of those whose paths have been recorded in our myths and our tales. This pursuit brings us into contact with the beings of nature who fascinate and store our imaginations. This month, the handiwork of the elemental kingdom is expressed through nature as the earth reawakens from a winter's slumber. Energetically, it is vital that we not only acknowledge the nature spirit guides, but connect and learn to work with them. The elements we are talking about are not chemical or physical, although all physical forms are built out of these elements. They can be considered beings without a localized form. Together, their consciousness acts as building blocks for everything in any dimension. Our physical body consists of elemental energy. These four elements are required for the creation of anything, from form to concept, feeling, idea, and so on. These spiritual elementals link us to our planet Earth and synchronize our combined evolutionary progress. When implementing the four planetary elements in our daily lives, we become co-creators with the universe. There are many ways to co-create, and becoming conscious of the elements is just one of them. Self-mastery is in the equilibrium of the four elements. You become the wisdom keeper. I can't talk today. You become the wisdom keeper when you connect with the elements of our planet, air, water, fire, and earth, and intuitively learn the healing properties of each nature spirit. Each dimension of our universe has its own form of consciousness. There are different elements called the elementals: fire, air, water, earth, and even spirit is the fifth one, but we're just talking about the four main ones. In my mentorship program, I cover the elements and the nature spirit guides associated with the vowels in your birth name. So here is a list combining the qualities and the names of each elemental. The quality inspiration comes from air, and the nature spirit guide or the elemental is called the sylph. That's Sylph. The next one is water, and the quality is purification. The nature spirit guide governing water is undine. The undines, Undine, elemental. Fire has the quality of passion and is governed by the salamander elemental. The next one is earth, which is the quality of stability, and the gnome is the elemental for earth, and spirit is the combination of all four, the fifth element. I'm going to share with you a mantra that will help you connect with the elemental kingdom. It is an ancient Egyptian chant attributed to the Hathors, which is a group of interdimensional beings associated with music, love, and of course, the four elements. The words to chant, there's four of them, are El, Ka, Lim, Om. El represents earth, Ka represents fire, Lim represents water, and Om represents air. And they're spelled very simply. El is just El, Ka is Ka, Lim is Leem, and Om is Om. And so the chant would sound like El, Ka, Lim, Om. El, Ka, Lim, Om. You want to emphasize and sound out the vowels when repeating this mantra. And use this chant out in nature to acknowledge and thank the nature spirit guides for all their hard work. I do this prayer every night. And I also chant this to my garden, my meditation garden, which I started last year. Planted several flowers and fruit trees. And right now, where I live, it's springtime. And so I get to see which plants and trees survived the winter for the first winter. And pretty much all of them have survived. A couple of them, I'm still giving them some time to see if they wake up. But I'm really excited. I'll be planting 12 more trees this year. And I am really aware of the nature spirit guides, and I ask for their assistance in helping me understand them and what's best for the plants, and also to thank them so much for the beauty that they offer the world. This month, you can help our planet rebuild a healthy foundation through connecting with nature and the elemental kingdom. Invite them to reveal themselves and show you how you can best serve them and our planet. You know, there are other ways that you can acknowledge the nature, spirit elements, and guides. In your home, you can have a water fountain, wind chime, lighting candles. I have solar chimes you can probably hear in the background that are activated by the sun. And for the earth, minerals, your crystals, amethyst, whatever, you have that attracts you to the earth. I also started collecting rocks for my garden from the places that I go hiking at. So, acknowledging nature by aligning with the sacred order of the universe, illustrated through the praise of our elementals, is the strongest gesture you can provide to evolving yourself and our planet. It is easy, it's fun, and it is so rewarding. So if you resonate with this information, please let me know. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. I love to hear from you. You can learn more about Egyptian numerology on my website at www.egyptiannumerology.org. And please join our community Facebook group by clicking the link below. Thank you for joining me. Namaste and blessings.